Have you ever watched someone in their 80s walk with ease, confidence, and a lightness that seems almost effortless? They move steadily, full of life, and seem to carry the wisdom of their years without losing their energy or spark. Yet, you might also know people barely in their 60s who struggle with every step, leaning heavily on a cane, and feel breathless after just a short walk. It's a puzzle that many of us wonder about. Why does aging feel so different for everyone? Why do some people keep shining brightly into their later years, while others seem to fade far too soon? I want to share a truth with you, and it's one that might surprise you. Staying vibrant and strong as we age isn't about luck or magic. It's not just about the genes you were born with either. The real secret lies in a handful of simple daily habits. These are habits anyone can start, no matter your age or how you feel right now. And they're backed by research from top health experts and studies, not just old wives' tales. This message is made especially for you, if you're over 50, because this isn't about vague advice or empty promises. These are real, powerful ways to keep your body, mind, and spirit young, to hold on to your independence and joy for many years ahead. At Bright Life Wellness, we believe aging shouldn't mean giving up the things you love or losing your freedom. It should mean gaining wisdom, strength, and the confidence to live life fully, on your own terms. I'm going to walk you through 6 golden habits that can change how you age, physically, mentally, and emotionally. These aren't complicated. You won't need fancy equipment or a gym membership. Just small, steady steps that add up to big changes. The best part? You can start today, no matter your current health. Before we dive into the first habit, I want you to think for a moment. What small habit have you already committed to that makes you feel more alive? Maybe it's reading a few pages every day, or taking a short walk around the block. Maybe you've started drinking more water or reaching out to a friend regularly. If you don't have one yet, that's okay. This video is your chance to begin. So, what's the very first habit that's strong? Energetic people over 80 know well? It's something you probably already know how to do. But maybe you've forgotten just how powerful it can be. Walking. Walking might sound too simple to be life-changing. But every step you take sends a message to your heart, lungs, and muscles to get stronger. Walking helps keep your joints moving and your body balanced. And science shows that just 30 minutes of walking a day can lower your risk of heart problems by nearly half. Imagine what that means: a longer, healthier life with more freedom. Let me tell you about John, a 72-year-old retired firefighter from North Carolina. A couple of years ago, even climbing stairs at home felt exhausting to him. His legs were stiff and heavy, and his mind often felt cloudy. But instead of accepting this as just getting old, John began walking. Not marathon walks or races, just slow and steady steps around his neighborhood, starting with just 5 minutes a day. He built up to 2 miles every morning. Today, he no longer needs his cane. His back pain is gone, and he says he feels like he turned back the clock. It's not exercise to me, John says. It's freedom. If you're thinking, that's great for John, but my knees hurt, or I'm not sure I can do that, I want you to hear this: start small. If walking feels hard, just move however you can. Walk back and forth inside your home while watching TV. Try gentle water exercises at a pool where the water helps support your body. Or even just stand up and sit down slowly in a chair a few times. The goal isn't speed or distance, it's movement. And here's a little trick to keep going. Promise yourself you'll walk for just 5 minutes. Almost anyone can do 5 minutes. Once you start moving, you'll often want to keep going. This is how you beat procrastination and build a habit that lasts. Now, as you gain energy from walking, your body will need the right fuel to keep that energy going. That brings us to the second golden habit: eating to live long. Not just to fill up your plate, Food is much more than just calories. Every bite sends a message to your cells, telling them to heal, to protect, or sometimes to break down faster. Many problems we face with aging don't begin in the bones or brain. They begin right on our plates. And after 50, what you eat matters more than ever. Take Maria, a 69-year-old grandmother from Colorado. She used to eat quick, processed meals because they were easy and familiar. She felt tired all day, her hands stiff in the morning, and her mind foggy. One day, her doctor told her, "You're feeding disease, not health." That shook Maria awake. She didn't jump into a harsh diet but started something simple, adding colorful vegetables to every meal. Spinach in her morning eggs, roasted sweet potatoes for lunch, a fresh salad at dinner. Within months, her cholesterol dropped, her weight came down, and the fog in her mind lifted. Maria didn't just diet, she came back to real food that came from the earth. The key foods for seniors include leafy greens like kale, rich in vitamins that keep your bones strong, fatty fish like salmon, packed with oils that protect your brain, whole grains to keep your blood sugar steady, helping you avoid afternoon crashes. And don't forget water. Start your day with a full glass to kickstart your metabolism. Science agrees. Studies show that older adults who eat a Mediterranean-style diet, rich in veggies, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats, have a much lower risk of memory loss and other age-related issues. But feeding your mind well is just as important as feeding your body. Which is our third golden habit, keeping your brain sharp. Losing mobility is scary. But what about losing your memory or your ability to think clearly? That slow, creeping fog that makes names and appointments slip away? That doesn't have to be your story. Your brain can stay active and strong for decades, but only if you give it a workout. Think of your brain like a muscle. If you don't use it, it gets weaker. Reading books, doing puzzles, learning new things, these are all ways to build up your brain strength. Consider Ruth, a 71-year-old retired librarian from Michigan. After retiring, she felt her mind slow down. Instead of giving up, she joined a local book club and history group. Her mind woke up again, she says. And now she feels sharper and more present than ever. Enjoying these activities isn't just fun, it helps your brain build new connections that keep you thinking clearly. Meaningful conversations are also a powerful brain boost. Talking, listening, and responding all activate your mind in ways that puzzles alone can't. Studies show that seniors who stay socially active experience slower mental decline. The fourth habit is about staying physically strong. It's not your age number that makes you weak, it's muscle loss that sneaks up on you. But the good news? You can fight it and even reverse it without drugs. Just by moving and doing simple strength exercises. Meet Paul, 75, who almost fell while gardening. His doctor warned him about muscle loss dangers. Paul started with chair exercises, standing up and sitting down slowly, lifting legs while holding onto the counter. 3 months later, he was steadier and stronger. He no longer needed help getting up from his favorite chair. Strength training twice a week lowers fall risks, builds bone density, and gives you the confidence to enjoy life fully. When you feel strong, you don't withdraw, you engage, play, and connect. And that connection is our fifth habit, social bonds. Loneliness isn't just an emotion, it's a real health risk, increasing early death chances by over 20%. Helen, a 78-year-old widow, found new life volunteering at her local library, sharing laughter and conversations that brought joy back. Even just reaching out to 3 people a week by phone or in person can lift your mood and improve your health. Social connection releases hormones that lower stress, strengthen your heart, and boost your immune system. Finally, the sixth habit is deep, restful sleep. your body's nightly repair shop. Poor sleep clouds your memory, weakens your immunity, and drags your mood down. David, 68, struggled with restless nights until he changed his bedtime habits: no screens after 8 p.m., writing down worries before bed, and keeping a regular sleep schedule. Now he sleeps deeply, thinks clearly, and wakes energized. Think of sleep as the foundation of a house, no matter how good everything else is. If your foundation is weak, nothing stands strong. These 6 golden habits don't work alone, they feed into each other, creating a loop of health, energy, and youthfulness. Deep sleep gives you energy for morning walks, which clear your mind, helping you eat well and fuel your strength exercises, which build confidence to connect with others, and the joy from connection helps you sleep better. Starting the cycle anew. You don't have to change everything at once. Pick one habit, start small, and watch your life transform. Your story isn't over. Your best years are still ahead. Have you ever noticed how some people in their 80s move with a lightness and confidence that seems almost effortless? They walk steadily, their eyes sparkling with energy, and they carry themselves with a quiet strength that makes you wonder, how do they do it? Yet, you might also know someone in their 60s who struggles just to get around, leaning on a cane, breathless after a few steps. It's a mystery that puzzles many of us. Why does aging look so different from person to person? The truth might surprise you. Thriving as we grow older isn't a matter of luck or simply the genes we inherit. It's not about some magic potion or secret formula. The real secret lies in the everyday choices we make, the habits we build over time that shape how our bodies and minds age. I want to share this message with you, especially if you're over 50. Because it's never too late to start. No matter how you feel right now, no matter what challenges you face, there are simple steps you can take that will help you live with more energy, more independence, and more joy. Let me tell you about Mary, an 83-year-old woman living in a small town in Vermont. Mary spends her mornings tending her garden, walking her dog, and meeting friends for coffee. She laughs easily, tells stories full of life, and moves with the grace of someone decades younger. When I asked her what her secret was, she smiled and said, "I just keep moving and keep my mind busy. That's all." Mary's story is not unique. Many older adults who seem to defy age do so because they have developed habits that support their health in ways big and small. They eat well, stay active, keep their minds engaged, nurture friendships, and sleep well. These are the things that help them stay strong and vibrant, not just on the outside, but deep within. Think of your body like a garden. The seeds you plant and the care you give, watering, sunlight, weeding, determine how well it grows. If you neglect it, the weeds take over and the plants wither. But with the right care, the garden flourishes year after year. Our bodies work the same way. What you choose to do daily is the soil and water that helps you flourish or fade. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, that sounds nice, but I'm already feeling tired or weak. Can habits really make a difference at my age? The answer is yes. Even small, consistent actions can have a powerful impact over time. It's never too late to begin caring for yourself in a new way. There are 6 golden habits that many healthy older adults live by, sometimes without even realizing it. These habits protect the heart, sharpen the mind, strengthen the muscles, and lift the spirit. They help reduce the risk of illness, keep the body balanced, and nurture happiness. You will hear real stories from people like John, a retired firefighter from Texas, who once struggled with pain and stiffness but found freedom again through simple daily walking. Or Clara, who rediscovered energy and clarity by changing her diet and adding colorful vegetables to her meals. These stories show that healthy aging isn't about being perfect but about making choices that support your well-being day by day. As we talk through these 6 habits, I want you to remember, aging doesn't mean giving up. It means adapting and growing stronger in new ways. It means learning to listen to your body and mind and treating them with kindness and respect. The first habit is one you probably already know but might be underestimating: walking. Walking is a natural movement, one that requires no special skills or equipment. Yet it's one of the most powerful tools you have to maintain your health and independence. Walking helps keep your heart strong, your lungs working well, and your joints flexible. Each step you take improves blood circulation, pumps oxygen through your body, and lubricates your muscles and joints, preventing stiffness and pain. Research shows that just 30 minutes of walking a day can lower the risk of heart disease by up to 40%. That means more years of life filled with strength and freedom. But it's not just about physical health. Walking also helps clear your mind, boost your mood, and reduce feelings of anxiety and depression. When you walk outside, you connect with nature, the sound of birds, the rustling of leaves, the warmth of the sun. These simple pleasures nurture your spirit and bring joy. If you're worried about pain or mobility issues, don't be discouraged. You can start small. Even a few minutes of gentle movement, whether walking inside your home or in a pool where water supports your weight, makes a difference. The key is consistency, not speed or distance. Many people find it helpful to promise themselves just 5 minutes of walking to start. This small goal feels manageable and often leads to longer walks once you get moving. As you develop this habit, you'll notice your energy levels rise, your muscles strengthen, and your confidence grow. Soon, you'll want to explore further, maybe joining a walking group, trying light exercises, or simply enjoying your neighborhood strolls. The other habits, eating well, keeping your brain active, building strength, nurturing relationships, and sleeping deeply, all build on this foundation of movement. Together, these habits create a positive cycle that keeps you feeling young and vibrant. Each supports the others in a way that's greater than the sum of its parts. So today, I invite you to consider, what small step can you take to care for your body and mind? Maybe it's putting on comfortable shoes and stepping outside for a few minutes. Maybe it's trying a new recipe with fresh vegetables. Maybe it's calling a friend for a chat or reading a book you've been meaning to start. Remember, your story is still unfolding. The choices you make today are the seeds for your future health and happiness. And your best years are still ahead. Walking. It's one of the simplest, most natural activities we can do. Yet, it's also one of the most powerful habits to help us stay healthy, strong, and youthful as we age. You don't need a gym membership, expensive equipment, or special skills, just your own 2 feet and a willingness to take a step. Let me tell you about James, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Oregon. A few years ago, James felt like climbing the stairs was a struggle. His legs felt heavy, his back ached, and he was often short of breath. He thought, this must be just part of getting old. But instead of accepting it, James made a simple decision to start walking. He began slowly, just 10 minutes a day around his neighborhood. At first, it was difficult. He had to stop several times to catch his breath. But he kept going, slowly, day by day. Those 10 minutes turned into 20, then 30. Today, James walks 2 miles every morning. No cane, no pain. He says, walking gave me back my freedom. Walking does more than strengthen muscles or improve heart health. Each step sends fresh oxygen through your lungs, helps lubricate your joints, and wakes up your entire body. Harvard Medical School tells us that 30 minutes of walking daily can cut the risk of heart disease by up to 40%. Imagine that, almost half your risk reduced with a simple habit. I know some of you might be thinking, but my knees hurt. My back isn't strong. How can I walk? That's a common concern. And it's completely valid. Pain can be a barrier. But it doesn't have to stop you. Start small. Instead of thinking about walking 30 minutes right away, just move for 2 minutes. Walk around your living room while watching TV commercials. Take slow, gentle steps in the garden. Or try walking in a pool, where the water supports your weight and reduces pressure on your joints. If you use trekking poles or a cane, that's perfectly fine. These tools can help take the load off sore knees and give you confidence. There's a trick I often share with patients called the 5-minute rule. Promise yourself you will walk for just 5 minutes. Nearly anyone can manage that. Once you start moving, you might find you want to keep going. It's a way to outsmart procrastination and build a habit gently and sustainably. Walking isn't just about physical health, it's a gift to your mind and spirit. When you walk outside, you breathe fresh air, see the changing seasons, listen to birdsong, and feel the warmth of the sun. These moments connect you to the world and bring peace. Linda, a 70-year-old from Seattle, struggled with knee pain for years. She believed walking was impossible for her. But after joining a local water aerobics class, she found relief. The buoyancy of water made movement easier. And over months, her pain eased. Today, Linda enjoys daily walks and even light yoga, saying, "I feel like myself again." You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to walk fast or far. The goal is movement, consistent, gentle, joyful movement. Walking also helps your brain. It increases blood flow, delivering oxygen and nutrients that support memory, focus, and mood. It's no surprise that people who walk regularly often report feeling happier and clearer-minded. If you feel isolated, consider inviting a friend or family member to walk with you. Sharing a stroll can deepen connections and make exercise more fun. Remember, the journey to better health starts with a single step. Today, ask yourself, can I take that step? No matter your age or current condition, walking can be your first step toward freedom, vitality, and happiness. It might surprise you how much a small, daily habit like walking for just 10 minutes can transform your health and your outlook on life. You don't need to run marathons or do intense workouts to feel better, stronger, and more alive. Sometimes, it's the simplest things that make the biggest difference. Take the story of Anne, a 68-year-old woman from Maine. A while back, Anne felt tired and sluggish, especially in the afternoons. She was losing interest in activities she once enjoyed and felt like her energy was slipping away. One day, she decided to try something different. She committed to walking for 10 minutes every morning. At first, it was challenging. She walked slowly around her house or the garden, paying attention to her breath and her steps. Some days were easier than others, but she stuck with it. Within a few weeks, Anne noticed that she felt more awake, less tired, and even happier. That small 10-minute walk had sparked a change. What Anne experienced isn't unusual. Scientists and doctors have long known that just a few minutes of physical activity every day can improve your heart health, boost your mood, and even sharpen your thinking. When you move, your body releases chemicals called endorphins. These natural mood lifters can reduce feelings of stress and anxiety, helping you feel calmer and more positive. Even a short walk can clear your mind, boost creativity, and bring a sense of peace. Studies show that older adults who engage in light to moderate activity, just 10 minutes a day, are less likely to develop chronic illnesses like heart disease, diabetes, and osteoporosis. It also helps keep your muscles strong, your bones dense, and your balance steady, reducing the risk of falls. And it's not just the physical benefits. Taking 10 minutes for yourself every day can give you a sense of accomplishment, a quiet moment to reflect, or an opportunity to connect with nature. These moments of calm can recharge your spirit and help you face the day with more energy. If you worry that 10 minutes isn't enough, remember, it's about consistency, not intensity. 10 minutes daily is better than 1 hour once a week. Small steps, repeated often, build strong habits that last a lifetime. You might find it helpful to weave these 10-minute walks into your routine. Walk around your neighborhood after breakfast. Take a stroll during a phone call. Or pace slowly while listening to your favorite music. Even walking back and forth inside your home while watching TV counts. Don't underestimate the power of these short bursts of movement. They can improve your circulation, help control blood sugar, and give your lungs a gentle workout. Most importantly, they make your heart healthier. James, a 70-year-old retired firefighter from Texas, used to dread moving because of chronic pain. But after committing to 10-minute walks every day, starting with just walking to the mailbox and back, his pain decreased, and his mood lifted. Gradually, he felt stronger and started exploring longer walks, gardening, and playing with his grandchildren again. If pain or mobility issues are concerns, there are gentle ways to stay active without strain. Water exercises in a pool reduce pressure on joints. Chair exercises can strengthen muscles. And stretching helps maintain flexibility. A physical therapist or local senior center can offer guidance tailored to your needs. Remember the 5-minute rule I mentioned earlier? You can combine it with the 10-minute habit. Promise yourself just 5 minutes of walking or movement. Then stretch to 10. Many find that starting small makes the habit easier to keep. Another way to stay motivated is to track your progress. Use a calendar or an app to mark each day you complete your walk. Seeing your consistency grow is encouraging and can spark a sense of pride. Joining a walking group or inviting a friend adds social fun and accountability. You'll enjoy the fresh air, laughter, and companionship, all great for your heart and mind. In fact, social connection is so important that it's one of the key habits we'll explore later. But for now, think of that 10-minute walk as a gift to yourself, a moment to breathe, move, and appreciate life. The best time to start? Right now. Put on your shoes, open the door, and take your first step. Your body and mind will thank you. You've probably heard the saying, "You are what you eat." And as we get older, this becomes truer than ever. What we put on our plates doesn't just fill our stomachs, it sends messages to every cell in our bodies, telling them to heal, protect, or sometimes, sadly, to break down faster. Choosing the right foods can slow aging, boost energy, and keep your mind sharp. Eating poorly can do the opposite. Let me introduce you to Clara, a 68-year-old woman from Florida. For years, Clara followed the usual convenience food routine: toast for breakfast, deli meats for lunch, microwave dinners for dinner. She felt tired all the time. Her joints ached in the morning, and her thoughts often felt fuzzy. One day, her doctor told her something that changed her life: "You're feeding disease, not health." That was the wake-up call Clara needed. She didn't jump on a strict diet or deprive herself, but instead adopted a simple, colorful rule, the rainbow rule. She made sure every meal had vegetables of different colors, deep green spinach in her scrambled eggs, bright orange carrots roasted for lunch, a fresh salad every evening. Within 6 months, Clara felt a new energy she hadn't had in years. Her cholesterol improved, the fog in her mind lifted, and she lost weight naturally. Eating well isn't about restriction. It's about intention, choosing foods that nourish and protect your body. Leafy greens like kale, spinach, and collard greens are rich in vitamin K, which supports strong bones and heart health. Fatty fish like salmon and sardines provide omega-3 fatty acids that protect the brain and reduce inflammation. Whole grains like oats, quinoa, and brown rice help keep your blood sugar stable, preventing energy crashes. Don't forget hydration. Drinking a full glass of water right when you wake up jump starts your metabolism and helps your body recover from a night's rest. Staying well hydrated throughout the day keeps your skin healthy and your body functioning smoothly. A Mediterranean-style diet, rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats, has been shown to reduce the risk of cognitive decline by up to 30%. That's a powerful reason to fill your plate with natural, wholesome foods. Now, you might wonder, what about cravings or comfort foods? It's okay to enjoy treats in moderation. The goal is to shift your overall pattern toward fresh, nutrient-rich choices that support your health long-term. Think of it as investing in your body's future. Take Frank, a 72-year-old man from California, who struggled with type 2 diabetes and heart problems. After working with his doctor and dietitian, Frank started eating more vegetables, reducing processed sugars, and choosing whole foods. The result? Better blood sugar control, weight loss, and more energy to enjoy life. Avoiding heavily processed foods, excessive sugar, and unhealthy fats is important. These foods promote inflammation, contribute to chronic diseases, and speed up signs of aging like wrinkles, joint pain, and memory loss. Eating smart is also about variety and pleasure. Try new recipes, experiment with herbs and spices, and savor meals with family or friends. Food is not only fuel but also joy. Remember, changing eating habits is a journey, not a quick fix. Start with small steps, like adding a serving of vegetables to one meal a day or swapping white bread for whole grain. Over time, these small changes create a powerful ripple effect for your health. Your body and mind will thank you for every healthy bite. Imagine your plate as a painter's palette, full of vibrant colors. Each color represents different nutrients, vitamins, and antioxidants your body needs to stay healthy and fight aging. This idea is at the heart of what many call the rainbow rule, the simple practice of including a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables in your meals every day. Why is color so important? Different colors in fruits and vegetables come from different natural compounds that provide unique benefits. For example, red tomatoes and beets are rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that supports heart health. Orange carrots and sweet potatoes contain beta-carotene, which helps protect your eyes and skin. Green leafy vegetables like spinach and kale are packed with vitamins K and C, vital for bone health and immune function. Blueberries and purple grapes offer flavonoids that protect brain cells and support memory. Let me share the story of Susan, a 69-year-old woman from New York. Susan used to eat mostly beige and white foods, bread, potatoes, chicken, and rarely added colorful vegetables to her meals. She often felt tired, and her doctor warned her about high blood pressure and risk of heart disease. After learning about the rainbow rule, Susan started adding a variety of colors to her meals: red peppers, orange pumpkins, purple cabbage, and green broccoli. Within months, her blood pressure improved, and she felt more energetic. The beauty of the rainbow rule is that it's easy to remember and fun to do. Try to fill half your plate with different colored vegetables and fruits at every meal. Not only will your meals look more appealing, but you'll also be feeding your body a wide range of nutrients essential for healthy aging. Eating a rainbow also helps reduce inflammation, a hidden enemy that contributes to many chronic diseases like arthritis, diabetes, and Alzheimer's. Natural pigments in colorful produce act like tiny soldiers fighting inflammation and protecting your cells from damage. If you're wondering where to start, here are some simple swaps. Instead of plain salad greens, mix in bright cherry tomatoes, shredded carrots, and sliced radishes. Add berries or orange slices to your breakfast cereal or yogurt. Roast a mix of colorful vegetables like sweet potatoes, red onions, and bell peppers as a side dish. Snack on fresh fruits like grapes, cherries, or kiwi instead of processed snacks. Remember, frozen fruits and vegetables can be just as nutritious as fresh ones and are a convenient option when fresh produce isn't available. Another tip is to shop seasonally and locally when possible. Seasonal produce is often fresher, tastier, and more affordable. Plus, supporting local farmers is a wonderful way to connect with your community. Some seniors find it helpful to plan meals around colors. For example, a lunch might include orange roasted carrots, green spinach, and red tomatoes. Dinner could feature purple cabbage, yellow squash, and green beans. Over time, you'll naturally create balanced, colorful plates that nourish your whole body. It's also important to balance your meals with good sources of protein and healthy fats, which work together with colorful veggies to keep your muscles strong and your brain sharp. Think grilled salmon with a side of steamed broccoli and quinoa, or a spinach and berry salad topped with walnuts and a little olive oil. Clara, whom we met earlier, found that following the rainbow rule not only improved her health but also rekindled her joy in cooking and eating. "I feel like I'm feeding my body love," she said. "Every colorful bite reminds me I'm taking care of myself." Changing eating habits doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start small. Add one colorful vegetable to your plate today. Try a new fruit at your next snack. Over time, these little steps build into a lifelong habit that supports healthy aging. And remember, food is more than just nutrition. It's connection, sharing meals with family, enjoying flavors and textures, and celebrating life's simple pleasures. So why not paint your plate with all the colors of the rainbow and give your body the gift of health and vitality it deserves? Our brain is the most precious part of who we are. It holds our memories, shapes our thoughts, and connects us to the world around us. As we grow older, many worry about losing mental sharpness, forgetting names, or struggling to concentrate. But here's the good news: your brain can stay active, sharp, and vibrant well into your golden years, if you give it the right kind of care and exercise. Let me introduce you to Helen, a 70-year-old retired librarian from Minnesota. After retiring, Helen noticed she sometimes struggled to find the right words or remember simple details. Instead of worrying, she decided to take action. Helen joined a local history group, started reading daily, and took up puzzles like crosswords and Sudoku. She says, "It felt like my mind woke up again. I'm sharper, more present, and I actually have fun learning new things." Keeping your brain engaged isn't just about preventing memory loss, it's about enhancing your quality of life. When you challenge your mind regularly, you build what scientists call cognitive reserve. Think of it as a mental savings account that helps your brain handle challenges and delay the effects of aging. So how can you give your brain a gentle, effective workout every day? Here are some simple, enjoyable activities. Reading, whether it's a novel, newspaper, or magazine. Reading exercises your comprehension and imagination. It activates areas in your brain responsible for language and memory. Puzzles and games, crosswords, Sudoku, jigsaw puzzles, or even apps designed for brain training can improve problem-solving skills and processing speed. Learning something new, picking up a new hobby, learning a language, or even mastering a new recipe forces your brain to form new connections, keeping it flexible and strong. Meaningful conversations, engaging in real talks with friends or family challenges your brain to listen, process, and respond, all vital for mental agility. Music and art, listening to music, singing, playing an instrument, or creating art can stimulate various parts of your brain and bring joy. A study from King's College London found that people who regularly engage in mentally stimulating activities show slower rates of cognitive decline. That means these fun brain exercises could keep your mind sharper for longer. One of the most underrated brain boosters is social interaction. When you chat with someone, your brain lights up as it listens. interprets emotions, and crafts responses. Older adults who stay socially connected have been shown to experience slower memory loss and lower risks of depression. If you feel isolated or shy about socializing, consider joining clubs or groups related to your interests, book clubs, gardening groups, or local classes. Even volunteering can connect you with others and give you a sense of purpose. It's important to remember that brain health isn't a one-time fix but a daily commitment. Just 15 minutes of reading, solving a puzzle, or chatting can add up to a stronger, clearer mind. Avoiding negative habits is also key. Too much screen time, especially passive scrolling on phones or TV, can tire your brain. Try to balance screen use with active, engaging activities. If you have any concerns about memory or thinking skills, don't hesitate to talk to your healthcare provider. Early checkups can help identify issues and guide you on the best steps to protect your brain. I encourage you to make brain exercises a joyful part of your day. Treat it like a gift you give yourself, a way to stay vibrant, connected, and confident. Helen sums it up beautifully. Keeping my mind active has been as important as caring for my body. It keeps me curious and excited about life. So, what's one new thing you can try this week? Maybe start a new book, learn a few words in a new language, or call a friend for a meaningful chat. Your brain is waiting for you, ready to grow and shine. Memory is one of those precious gifts that makes life rich. It holds our stories, our lessons, and our connections to loved ones. Yet as the years go by, many begin to worry about forgetfulness creeping in. Maybe it's misplacing your keys, forgetting a name, or losing track of appointments. These little slips can feel frustrating and scary. But here's the comforting truth. You can keep your memory sharp at any age by nurturing your brain and body with simple, effective habits. Let me share with you the story of Eleanor, a 75-year-old retired schoolteacher from Vermont. Eleanor loved teaching history and sharing stories from the past. After retirement, she noticed she sometimes struggled to recall names of friends or details from books she'd read. Instead of worrying, Eleanor took steps to support her memory. She joined a local writing group, started journaling daily, and made a habit of reviewing family photos and stories with her grandchildren. She found that these activities not only improved her memory but also brought joy and connection. Memory is complex and involves many parts of the brain. It's influenced not just by how we think but by our overall health, what we eat, how much we move, our sleep quality, and even our social interactions. Strengthening memory is about caring for your whole self. Here are some simple ways to keep your memory sharp. Stay mentally active, engage in puzzles, reading, or games that challenge your brain. Learning new skills or hobbies also creates fresh pathways in the brain, making it more resilient. Be physically active. Regular exercise improves blood flow to the brain, delivering oxygen and nutrients that keep cells healthy. Even a daily walk can make a difference. Eat a brain-healthy diet. Foods rich in antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, and vitamins support brain function. Think colorful fruits and vegetables, nuts, fish, and whole grains. Get quality sleep. Sleep is when your brain clears out toxins and consolidates memories. Aim for a regular sleep schedule and create a calm bedtime routine. Manage stress. Chronic stress can harm memory. Practices like meditation, deep breathing, or simply spending time in nature can help calm the mind. Stay socially connected. Conversations, laughter, and emotional support stimulate brain activity and protect against memory decline. Remember, occasional forgetfulness is normal and doesn't mean dementia or serious decline. But if you notice persistent memory loss affecting daily life, it's important to consult a healthcare professional. A study published by the Alzheimer's Association shows that adopting these healthy habits can reduce the risk of cognitive decline by up to 35%. That's a hopeful message. The power to protect your memory is largely in your hands. Eleanor's story reminds us that memory care isn't about fear but about empowerment. By weaving memory-friendly activities into your daily life, you keep your mind engaged and your heart connected. One joyful way to support memory is storytelling. Share your experiences, family history, or even funny moments with friends and family. These stories keep memories alive and create new bonds. Also, consider keeping a daily journal. Writing down thoughts, events, and feelings can reinforce your recall and serve as a treasured keepsake. If you're tech-savvy, apps designed for brain training can add variety to your routine. Just remember, balance is key. Combine digital activities with real-world interactions. Finally, don't forget the simple power of routines. Establishing habits like placing keys and glasses in the same spot, setting reminders, or using calendars can reduce frustration and help keep your mind clear. Your memory is a lifelong companion. Treat it gently, nourish it daily, and celebrate the moments it helps you cherish. Strength is the foundation of independence. It's what lets you get up from a chair without help, carry groceries, climb stairs, or play with your grandchildren. But as we age, many of us notice our muscles losing power, making everyday tasks harder. The good news is, it doesn't have to be this way. With simple, safe exercises, you can stay strong, steady, and confident no matter your age. Let me tell you about George, a 74-year-old retired accountant from Ohio. After nearly falling while gardening, George's doctor warned him about the dangers of muscle loss. Rather than waiting for an injury to happen, George started a gentle strength routine at home. Sitting in a sturdy chair, he practiced standing up and sitting down slowly 5 times. He lifted each leg straight out while seated, and rose up on his toes while holding the kitchen counter for balance. These small movements sent a clear message to his muscles: it's time to work. 3 months later, George was steadier on his feet and stronger than before. "I didn't think such simple exercises could make such a difference," he said. "Now I can get up from my recliner without using my hands." Muscle loss with age, called sarcopenia, happens gradually but can be slowed, stopped, or even reversed with regular resistance training. And here's the best part: you don't need heavy weights or a gym membership. Bodyweight exercises, resistance bands, or light dumbbells are enough to keep your muscles healthy. Here are some easy exercises you can try at home. Chair stands. Sit in a chair with feet flat on the floor. Slowly stand up without using your hands if possible. Then sit back down with control. Repeat 5 to 10 times. Leg lifts, while seated. Lift one leg straight out and hold for a few seconds. Lower it slowly. Repeat 10 times on each leg. Heel raises. Hold the back of a chair and slowly rise up onto your toes. Then lower back down. Repeat 10 to 15 times. Wall push-ups. Stand facing a wall with your hands flat against it. Bend your elbows and lean toward the wall. Then push back to the starting position. Repeat 10 to 15 times. Arm circles. Extend your arms to the sides and make small circles forward and backward for 20 to 30 seconds each. It's important to start slow and listen to your body. If you feel pain, stop and consult your healthcare provider. Consistency is more important than intensity. Doing a little every day is better than pushing too hard and risking injury. Incorporating these exercises into your daily routine helps maintain muscle mass, improves balance, and reduces the risk of falls, a leading cause of injury in older adults. Strong muscles also support your bones, protecting against osteoporosis and fractures. Regular strength training also boosts your metabolism, helping with weight management and energy levels. The National Institute on Aging recommends strength exercises at least twice a week for older adults. You can split them into short sessions or combine with walking and stretching. Many seniors find motivation in group classes, which offer social connection and guidance. Look for local community centers or senior programs offering beginner-friendly strength training. Remember, physical strength contributes directly to your confidence and freedom. When your body feels capable, you're more likely to engage in activities you love and connect with others. George's story is a powerful reminder that simple efforts, repeated over time, build lasting strength. You don't have to make dramatic changes overnight. Start small, stay consistent, and celebrate every improvement. You might even surprise yourself by how quickly your strength returns, and with it, your independence and joy. So today, I encourage you to move your body gently, challenge your muscles safely, and take pride in every step toward staying strong. Muscle loss, or sarcopenia, is a natural part of aging, but it doesn't have to define your later years. The great news is that you can slow, stop, and even reverse this process with simple, consistent efforts. No gym membership required. Whether you live in a bustling city or a quiet town, you can build strength right in your living room, kitchen, or backyard. Let me share a story about Martha, a 76-year-old retired school counselor from Virginia. Martha had always been active in her youth but found that as she got older, her strength waned. She felt unsteady walking on uneven surfaces and hesitated to carry heavy bags or climb stairs without support. The idea of joining a gym felt overwhelming and intimidating. However, after learning about easy strength-building exercises she could do at home, Martha decided to give it a try. Starting with chair exercises and gentle stretches, Martha gradually incorporated resistance bands into her routine. She would do exercises like seated leg lifts, wall push-ups, and bicep curls with light bands. Over 6 months, Martha noticed a remarkable difference. She walked more confidently, her balance improved, and everyday tasks felt easier. Best of all, she enjoyed her newfound independence. Martha's story reflects a powerful truth. You don't need fancy equipment or a gym to regain muscle strength. The key is consistent movement that challenges your muscles gently but effectively. Here are some practical ways to reverse muscle loss without stepping foot in a gym. Bodyweight exercises. These use your own body as resistance and include moves like squats, lunges, wall push-ups, and calf raises. You can modify the intensity based on your ability. Resistance bands, lightweight and affordable. These bands add resistance to your movements, helping build strength. You can perform bicep curls, shoulder presses, or leg extensions with them. Household items as weights. Use water bottles, cans, or bags of rice as light weights for arm and shoulder exercises. Walking with intervals. Incorporate short bursts of brisk walking or gentle uphill steps to challenge your leg muscles. Stretching and flexibility. Stretching improves muscle elasticity and joint mobility, supporting strength training efforts. A few tips to keep in mind. Start slow. Begin with low repetitions and gentle resistance. The goal is to awaken your muscles, not exhaust them. Consistency over intensity. It's better to do shorter sessions regularly than push hard irregularly. Rest and recovery. Give your muscles time to recover. Aim for strength training 2 to 3 times a week. Listen to your body. Mild discomfort is normal, but sharp pain is a warning sign. Stop and consult a professional if needed. The science behind muscle loss is clear. Without regular use, muscle fibers shrink and weaken. But just a few minutes of resistance exercise a couple of times a week can stimulate muscle growth and strength. Improving your balance, coordination, and overall function. A University of Washington study found that older adults who engaged in regular resistance training improved muscle mass and strength significantly, even those in their 80s and 90s. This research proves it's never too late to rebuild your strength. In addition to exercise, good nutrition plays a vital role. Protein is the building block of muscle. Make sure your diet includes adequate amounts of lean protein from sources like fish, poultry, legumes, and dairy. Hydration. Vitamins like D and B12 and healthy fats also support muscle health. If you're unsure about your nutritional needs, a dietitian can help create a plan tailored to your lifestyle. Many communities offer senior-friendly exercise classes that focus on strength and balance. These group settings can boost motivation, provide social connection, and ensure safety with professional guidance. Remember, building muscle is about empowering yourself. Stronger muscles mean you can do the things you love without fear, whether that's gardening, dancing, hiking, or simply playing with your grandchildren. George, whom we met earlier, said, "I never thought chair exercises would make me feel this strong again. It's like I've gotten a new lease on life." You deserve to feel strong and steady at every age. By taking small steps today, you're investing in your future freedom and joy. So, let's commit to moving our bodies regularly, celebrating every small victory along the way, and remembering that strength is for life, not just youth. There's a saying that no one is an island, and it's especially true as we grow older. Social connection is more than just nice to have, it's essential for our health, happiness, and even how long we live. Yet, many older adults find themselves feeling isolated or lonely, which can silently undermine their well-being. Let me share the story of Helen, a 76-year-old widow from Maine. After losing her husband and with her children living far away, Helen spent most days alone in her house. At first, she told herself she was fine. But gradually, she noticed her sleep became restless. Her blood pressure crept up, and her memories seemed to fade faster. It wasn't until she started volunteering twice a week at her local library that things began to change. The conversations, shared laughter, and simple greetings brought joy and purpose back into her life. "I didn't realize how much I missed hearing my name," Helen said. "Connection healed me." Social isolation is a serious health risk. Research shows that chronic loneliness increases the risk of early death by up to 26%, which is comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Loneliness raises inflammation, weakens the immune system, and speeds up cognitive decline. But here's the hopeful part. Social connection can be rebuilt and nurtured at any age. You don't need a big crowd. Even a few meaningful relationships can make a huge difference. Here are some practical ways to strengthen your social ties. Reach out regularly. Call or visit friends and family. Even a brief chat on the phone can boost your mood and keep bonds strong. Join local groups. Find clubs or classes that match your interests: gardening, knitting, book clubs, or senior exercise groups. Volunteer. Helping others provides a sense of purpose and introduces you to new people. Attend community events, festivals, church gatherings, or library talks offer chances to connect. Try technology, if distance is a barrier. Video calls and social media can help you stay in touch. A helpful challenge is the 3 people rule. Each week, aim to connect meaningfully with at least 3 different people, whether by phone, in person, or online. This turns the vague goal of being social into an achievable plan. Social interactions release oxytocin, often called the love hormone, which lowers stress, steadies heart rate, and lifts mood. This hormone also strengthens your immune system, making you less vulnerable to illness. It's important to find quality connections that nurture you. Meaningful conversations, shared laughter, and feeling heard and valued are the heart of social health. If you're feeling lonely, please take heart. It's never too late to reach out. Start small by saying hello to a neighbor, joining a local group, or calling an old friend. You might be surprised how many others feel the same and welcome your connection. Helen's story reminds us that social connection isn't just about companionship, it's medicine for the body and soul. So, today, I encourage you to think about who you can connect with. Who might need your call? Who could you invite for coffee? How can you open your heart to new relationships? Because your heart, your brain, and your future all need connection to thrive. Loneliness is more than just a feeling, it's a health risk that affects millions of seniors worldwide. When we think about the challenges of aging, loneliness often goes unnoticed. Yet it quietly chips away at our physical health, mental well-being, and even life expectancy. Take the story of Walter, a 79-year-old retired mechanic from Wisconsin. After his wife passed away and his children moved to different states, Walter found himself spending long days alone. He told himself he was okay, but inside, he felt an emptiness that no amount of TV or books could fill. His sleep suffered, his appetite waned, and he began to withdraw from activities he once enjoyed. Walter's turning point came when a neighbor invited him to a community center's weekly card game. At first, he was hesitant, but the warmth and laughter he found there rekindled a spark in him. I realized I wasn't alone, he said. Those friendships gave me back my joy. Loneliness can increase inflammation in the body, weaken the immune system, and lead to higher risks of heart disease, depression, and cognitive decline. It's like a silent storm that can escalate if left unchecked. But the good news is, loneliness can be fought and won at any age. It starts with small steps that build connections and restore your sense of belonging. Here's how you can combat loneliness and embrace a happier, healthier life. Reach out first. Don't wait for others to call you. Make the first move. A simple phone call, a text, or a note can open doors. Join groups that interest you, whether it's a gardening club, a cooking class, or a walking group. Shared interests create natural connections. Volunteer your time. Helping others not only benefits your community but also boosts your own mood and expands your social circle. Stay physically active. Exercise classes or group walks provide social interaction and improve physical health simultaneously. Embrace technology. Learn to use video chats and social media to stay connected with distant family and friends. Remember, quality matters more than quantity. Even one or two close, meaningful relationships can dramatically improve your well-being. Walter's journey shows that opening your heart to others can restore your spirit and add years to your life. If you feel lonely, please know you are not alone, and there are people ready to welcome you with open arms. Start today with one small connection and watch it grow. Loneliness may be a challenge of aging, but it is also a call to reach out, share, and live fully. Sleep, it's something we all need. Yet as we age, it often becomes elusive. Many older adults struggle to fall asleep, stay asleep, or get the deep, restful sleep their bodies need. But sleep isn't a luxury, it's a vital part of healthy aging. It's when your body repairs itself, your brain clears out toxins, and your memories consolidate. Without good sleep, all other efforts to stay healthy become much harder. Let me tell you about David, a 68-year-old retired engineer from Colorado. For years, David woke up multiple times a night, his mind racing with worries. His doctor prescribed sleep pills, but they left him groggy and foggy the next day. Frustrated, David decided to change his habits. He started a nightly routine of anxiety dumping, writing down his worries before bed, stopped using screens after 8 p.m., and went to bed and woke up at the same time every day. Slowly, his sleep improved. He woke feeling refreshed. His blood pressure dropped, and his energy returned. Sleep is your body's nightly repair shop. During deep sleep, your brain flushes out harmful waste products that build up during the day. It strengthens connections between brain cells, helping your memory and learning. Sleep also regulates hormones that control appetite, stress, and blood sugar. Unfortunately, as we get older, Our ability to fall and stay asleep often declines due to changes in brain chemistry and lifestyle factors. But the need for quality sleep doesn't lessen. In fact, it becomes even more crucial. Here are some simple habits to improve your sleep naturally. Create a restful environment. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Use blackout curtains, earplugs, or white noise machines if needed. Stick to a schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your internal clock. Limit screen time before bed. The blue light from phones, tablets, and TVs can interfere with your body's production of melatonin, the sleep hormone. Try to turn off screens at least an hour before bedtime. Practice relaxation techniques, deep breathing, gentle stretching, or meditation can calm your mind and prepare your body for sleep. Watch what you eat and drink. Avoid caffeine and heavy meals close to bedtime. A light snack with tryptophan-rich foods like turkey or bananas may help. Be mindful of naps. If you nap during the day, keep it short, 20 to 30 minutes, and not too late to avoid disrupting nighttime sleep. Quality sleep can also reduce your perception of pain, making it a natural painkiller for those with arthritis or other conditions. David's story reminds us that good sleep is possible without medication and that small lifestyle changes can have profound effects. If you struggle with persistent sleep problems, don't hesitate to talk with your healthcare provider. They can help identify underlying causes and offer solutions tailored for you. Think of sleep as the foundation of your health. No matter how beautiful the house is, if the foundation is weak, the whole structure suffers. Tonight, give yourself the gift of rest. Create space for deep, restorative sleep, knowing it's the start of a healthier tomorrow. Many of us know how frustrating it is to lie awake at night, staring at the ceiling while our minds race. Sleep problems become more common as we get older, and they can feel overwhelming. But the truth is, most sleep troubles can be improved naturally with a few simple, practical changes. You don't have to rely on medication or restless nights anymore. Let me share the story of Betty, a 70-year-old woman from Arizona. For years, Betty struggled to fall asleep. Her mind was often busy with worries about family, finances, and health. She felt exhausted during the day but couldn't quiet her thoughts at night. Instead of giving up, Betty started a practice called anxiety dumping, where she wrote down all her worries in a notebook before bedtime. She also stopped watching TV and using her phone after 8 p.m. and created a calming bedtime routine with soft music and herbal tea. Slowly but surely, her sleep improved. She woke up feeling more rested and ready for the day. Anxiety and stress are among the most common reasons older adults struggle with sleep. Our brains get busier with age, and worries can swirl endlessly when we try to rest. Writing down your thoughts, anxiety dumping, helps transfer those worries out of your head and onto paper, making it easier to relax. Here are some other natural strategies to overcome sleep problems. Limit caffeine and alcohol. Both can interfere with sleep quality. Try to avoid caffeine after noon and limit alcohol, which disrupts sleep cycles. Create a consistent bedtime routine. Your body loves routine. Try going to bed and waking up at the same time every day. A warm bath, gentle stretching, or reading a book can signal your body it's time to wind down. Get plenty of natural light during the day. Exposure to sunlight helps regulate your circadian rhythm, making it easier to fall asleep at night. Avoid heavy meals late at night. Eating large or spicy meals close to bedtime can cause discomfort and indigestion, disrupting your sleep. Try relaxation techniques, deep breathing exercises, progressive muscle relaxation, or guided meditation apps can calm your nervous system. Be mindful of napping. Long naps or napping late in the day can interfere with nighttime sleep. If you nap, keep it short and earlier in the day. It's also important to keep your bedroom environment sleep-friendly, cool, Dark and quiet rooms are best. Consider blackout curtains, earplugs, or white noise machines to block out distractions. If you wake up during the night and can't fall back asleep, avoid looking at the clock. Instead, try relaxation techniques or get up and do a quiet, non-stimulating activity like reading under soft light. Poor sleep doesn't just make you tired, it affects memory, mood, and even your immune system. Taking steps to improve your sleep naturally can boost your overall health and quality of life. If sleep problems persist despite your best efforts, speak with your healthcare provider. Sometimes underlying medical conditions or medications can interfere with sleep, and professional guidance can help. Remember, sleep is a powerful healer. When you give yourself the gift of rest, you're investing in your body's ability to repair, your mind's ability to focus, and your spirit's ability to thrive. Betty's story is a beautiful reminder that with patience, intention, and simple changes, restful sleep can return, and with it, a brighter, more energetic life. When we talk about healthy aging, it's easy to think of habits as separate actions: walking here, eating well there, sleeping better over there. But the real magic happens when these habits come together, working in harmony like an orchestra playing a beautiful symphony. This is the power of synergy, when the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Let me tell you about Susan, a 75-year-old woman from Oregon. Susan started making small changes to her routine. She began walking 10 minutes a day, added colorful vegetables to her meals, and joined a weekly book club. Over time, she noticed something remarkable. Her sleep improved. She felt mentally sharper, and her energy levels rose. Each habit supported the others, creating a positive loop that lifted her health and spirit in ways she never expected. Here's how these habits work together. Good sleep fuels energy for movement. When you sleep deeply, your body repairs itself, giving you the strength to get up and walk or do gentle exercises. Regular walking improves circulation and oxygen flow, which sharpens your brain and boosts mood. This helps you stay mentally engaged and socially connected. Eating nutrient-rich foods supports muscle health and brain function, making exercise easier and more effective. Social connections encourage you to stay active and emotionally balanced, reducing stress and improving sleep. Each habit creates a ripple effect, reinforcing the others in a cycle of health and vitality. The science backs this up. Studies show that people who combine physical activity, a healthy diet, mental stimulation, good sleep, and social engagement have lower risks of chronic diseases, better cognitive function, and longer lifespans. You don't need to change everything at once. Start with one habit, maybe a 5-minute walk or adding one vegetable to your dinner. Once it feels natural, add another habit. Over time, these small consistent actions build powerful momentum. It's like building a house. You don't put on the roof before laying a strong foundation. Each habit is a brick, and together they create a solid, lasting structure. Susan says, "I never imagined that these little changes would transform my life. I feel younger, stronger, and happier every day." Remember, aging gracefully isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about choosing to nurture your body and mind with care, day by day. So today, look at your habits not as isolated tasks but as parts of a whole, a lifestyle that supports your best self. Your health is your greatest asset. Invest in it wisely, and the rewards will shine through in every aspect of your life. When it comes to building a healthy, vibrant life after 50, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by all the advice, habits, and changes you should make. But here's the truth: you don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. The most powerful approach is to start small and build steadily, because tiny consistent steps add up to big wins over time. Let me share the story of Linda, a 69-year-old woman from Pennsylvania. Linda once felt stuck, unsure how to begin improving her health. The idea of changing her diet, exercising regularly, and improving sleep seemed like a mountain too steep to climb. But she made a simple choice, to start by walking for 5 minutes a day. That was it, just 5 minutes. At first, 5 minutes felt easy. Some days she walked a little longer. Other days just the 5 minutes. But she stuck with it. Over the months, Linda added one more healthy habit, like eating an extra serving of vegetables, or doing gentle stretches before bed. Slowly, she created a personal game plan that fit her life, her pace, and her preferences. The result? Linda feels stronger, more energetic, and more in control than she has in years. She says, starting small made all the difference. It wasn't about perfection, it was about progress. Here's how you can create your own aging game plan that works. Pick one habit to start. Choose one simple habit that feels doable. It might be a short walk, drinking more water, or adding a colorful vegetable to your meals. Set realistic goals. Keep your goals achievable. Starting with 5 to 10 minutes or one small change builds confidence and avoids burnout. Track your progress. Use a journal, calendar, or app to mark your daily wins. Seeing your streak grow motivates you to keep going. Celebrate small wins. Every step forward is a victory. Celebrate it, whether it's an extra 5 minutes walking or choosing a healthy snack. Build gradually. Once a habit feels natural, add another. Layering habits creates momentum without overwhelm. Be kind to yourself. Remember, setbacks happen. What matters is getting back on track without judgment. Find support. Share your goals with friends or family. Join groups or classes for motivation and connection. Keep the big picture in mind. Your small daily choices are investments in your health, independence, and happiness for years to come. The key is consistency. A little effort every day beats occasional bursts of intense activity. Over time, those small steps become second nature, forming a lifestyle that supports lasting youthfulness. Don't wait for the perfect moment or ideal conditions. Start right now with what you have. Your future self will thank you. Remember, it's not about turning back the clock but moving forward with purpose, strength, and joy. Your story isn't over, your best years are still ahead. So today, take that first small step. Walk around the block. Add a handful of spinach to your salad. Call a friend. Choose one action that says, I'm taking care of myself. Because in the journey of healthy aging, every small step is a big win. As we've explored today, healthy aging isn't a mystery or a matter of luck. It's about 6 simple, powerful habits that you can start practicing right now to transform your life. Daily walking keeps your body moving and your heart strong. Eating a colorful, nutrient-rich diet fuels your cells and protects your brain. Keeping your mind active with reading, puzzles, and meaningful conversations sharpens your memory and focus. Strength exercises build the muscles you need to stay steady and independent. Staying socially connected nourishes your spirit and protects against loneliness. And finally, deep, restful sleep gives your body the time it needs to repair and recharge. These habits don't work alone, they support and strengthen each other, creating a positive loop of energy, strength, and joy. Remember, you don't have to change everything overnight. Start with one small habit. Build it into your routine, and gradually add more. Each step forward brings you closer to a vibrant, confident, and independent life. Aging gracefully is about choosing to care for yourself every day, physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's about reclaiming your strength, your freedom, and your joy. The best years of your life are not behind you, they are waiting ahead, full of possibility. So today, make a choice. Take that first step. Whether it's a short walk, A healthy meal, a phone call to a friend, or an early bedtime. Your body, mind, and spirit will thank you. This moment is your chance to start living the vibrant, empowered life you deserve. Because the journey to a stronger, healthier you begins now.